Bang! Neeves Knives. I'm Jared, and we have a fascinating new knife we're going to get right into. This is the Kaiser V3 Vigor, a knife I've had in my collection for a very, very long time, and it has been through a lot. It's crazy how well this thing is still holding up after taking so much abuse. It basically has no detent, but heck, man, it was well worth the money years ago. Now, let's get into this baby. So, this is the Raven Lock, and this is the first knife this guy has done, and he did it himself at a maker's place in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The new ones, or the production pieces, are going to be, a bit better because he did this on a Tormek CNC machine, and the new ones are going to be done on a better CNC, so they'll be to higher standards and quality. And this is the first one, so the original piece is going to be slightly different. Everything will be down in the description, but we're going to go over this one and what the new one's going to be like. So first off, you see how it looks. It just looks like a regular knife without a clip. But you can't use the thumb studs because it is on a magnet. So you click this out, and you can see it says Raven Lock right there. So you click that out, and when you do, the blade will swing out, and then you can lock it open, right? So lock it open, lock it closed, and it does lock closed and open, and it is very solid. No play any direction. It is super solid. However, one thing that's also awesome is I can set it there if I want to. So I can use it for opening things up, going around things, maybe cutting strings, straps, cords, so they don't slide up and around the blade when I'm, pulling towards myself. Or, you can put it in any position you want. It's pretty crazy how you can just lock it in whatever position you want. And it is very smooth when it is unlocked. Now, I do notice that when I hold it up here, if I squeeze, it won't, it's not as smooth. It feels a little tighter. And, getting this thing down pat does take a little bit of hand motor function, but once you get it down, it is very fun to fidget with, very easy to use. You just have to get it down. It does take a second to get used to, but once you do, it's pretty cool. Now, flicking it, you can flick it, but you have to disengage that, then flick it, and make sure you then lock it in place. So you just kind of got to get your finger motions down pat on how, to deploy it and close it and everything. Now the new version, or let's go over this version and we'll talk about the new one. So the new one, this one is an M2 steel heat treated at 64 HRC with a hollow ground blade. We have a hollow grind up here and a hollow grind down here. Nice thin geometry, great blade shape. But this is going to be changed to an uncoated 20 CV blade for the production pieces. Now the handle is 7075 T6 aluminum that has been Teflon infused anodized, so it's actually pretty slick, but the production version is going to have knurling on the handle, so probably something similar to this where it adds some texture, or or maybe something like this. I'm not positive exactly what type of texture he's going to put on it, but some type of texture, which will massively help you to for it to not be too slippery in the hand. Now, another thing is he's going to put some type of washer in it to prevent it from rotating. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what he's talking about there, but I will say that, it is extremely well done, just like this. So I can only imagine how well it would be done on, other machines, because this thing, it's crazy how tight and how locked up this thing is, and just how well done it is for him to have done it at a makerspace. Now, the new one is also going to have a removable pivot. So if I undo it right here, you'll see there are 2 screws right here. Now those 2 screws, you know, obviously take off this side, but it seems that all you have to do is take off this screw and the scale will pop right off because this is magnets down here. Now he said that that will be very easy. It'll be very easy to maintain and you'll be able to take it apart on the production piece. He only needs 15 pre-orders in order to do this next batch. So if you guys are wanting to get one, go and support the pre-order so he can you know, get the next batch going. And I'm going to show you, you know, a little bit of how I can fidget with it really quick because, well, let me restart. That was a bad start. So it is pretty cool, and like I said, I've only had it for a few minutes and I'm already, you know, doing all kinds of stupid stuff with it, so I can only imagine after having it for like a month or something. Oh man. Now you do, when you unclick it, and if it's open like that, you can hear it. Now if I do halfway, like right there, trying to get it down, you can kind of hear it like that. So, but then there is the locking point, so you do have a little, you know, it kind of stops you if you don't have it all the way open or all the way closed. So you do have to get it down on how to keep your fingers positioned in a certain way, not to let it come back. And I do recommend, honestly, for the production one, to use stronger magnets, to use either larger or stronger magnets. I think that that would heavily improve this, and because when it's open and I lock it closed, now I find myself sometimes pinching it like that and it going, almost wanting to get disengaged. Now I instantly know I do it, so it's very easy to readjust and relock it back into place. But with knurling on it, even with a strong magnet, it would be super easy to use and deploy. And in that case, once it's locked open or, you know, or closed, you're not going to have to worry about popping the magnets apart so easily. So that is just something I think would help pretty significantly. Now the design is very nice. Like I said, the blade shape is awesome, the grind is awesome, the whole shape of it, the ergos, it's super light. It seems like it'd be very useful in, you know, any situation just about. And since you can change the angle of the blade, you know, that even opens up other options for you to use this for. So very cool, very innovative, and like I said, everything will be linked down in the description for you to support, or, you know, for you to possibly be someone to own one of these, because it's not like every knife. And we see a lot of the same old, same old, same old. This is something very unique, very different. You don't see this every day. So this is a good opportunity to get something that's not the norm, you know. And he only needs 15 people to make this next batch. Obviously, I'm sure he will take more, but with 15 more orders, he'll be able to fill the next batch of, or the first, you know, batch of production version. So there you guys go. I love you guys. Everything's in the description. Peace.